What up, dudes? My name is Ben, or HardShenaniganz, and today I'm going to be doing something a little different. And this may not something be something you guys you guys are very used to. Some of my older subscribers, sorry, I just hit the microphone. Um, some of my older subscribers may be a little bit may know a little bit about this situation that I'm gonna talk about. Not really a situation. Well, yeah, a situation, but at the same time, it's a part of my life that has been, I don't know, very um, it's caused a lot of stress over the last, I don't know, 4 months of my life, and I haven't really talked about it much via YouTube. I did make a video about it a long time ago when Marie and I, if you guys don't know who Marie is, she's my ex girlfriend. When Marie and I broke up back in the summer, I made a video about it, and it was probably the most like emotional I had ever gotten on like a YouTube video, and that was I did that when I was drunk at the time, and I just fucking did it, and I got a really good response on it, and I've been thinking lately, like after what I've gone through this whole semester, which you guys probably don't have any idea what it is, but hopefully after this like short little video series, you will have a better understanding of it, and hopefully you just enjoy listening to me talk about it. Um, I'm gonna what I'm gonna do right now with this series is basically recap my relationship with Marie, and you guys may not feel this. This may not be your thing. You may think, oh, he sounds so fucking gay talking about this kind of shit. But this is like real life shit that I really wanted to get off my chest, and I've been debating doing this for a while because I'm not sure how you guys would respond to it. But I figured, fuck it, why not? And I talked to my buddy Jimmy, Ballers521, about it, and he was like, dude, just do it. Like, just do it and see what people think. Like, I think people will react well to it, so that's what I'm doing. The gameplay in the background is just like a 137 kill game on Meltdown or something like that. And yeah, but I'm not going to talk about that at all. So, I guess, where do I start? So, I graduated high school in 2009, class of 2009. Woot woot, if you're part of the class of 2009, good for you. So yeah, I graduated high school in 2009, and I had a girlfriend at the time. Her name was Megan, and things kind of fell out as the summer went on, as I was getting ready to go to college. Her and I both kind of knew that I told her, that was one of those relationships where I told her I loved her, and I really like I didn't mean it. Like after I experienced what I've experienced with Marie, like that's like what I had with Megan wasn't really true love, and I was dating her at the time, like going into college, but so I guess where to start with when Marie and I met. So I had there's this like thing called New Student Day. I guess that when you get when you commit to a college, right? There's this time during the summer that they call all the students that are getting ready to be freshmen. It's not freshman orientation. Freshman orientation is the week before school, at least for my school. That's how it was. But there's this thing called New Student Day where you go and you register for classes, and you meet your advisor, and you meet the person that is going to help you out with your major, and you meet some of the people that are going to be in your freshman class. And Marie and I ended up meeting that day. Actually, I walked into the class I was supposed to be in, like the advisor class, like fairly late, later than I should have, and I sat down next to Marie, and when I first saw her, I was like, she was that girl that was like the really like hot chick that was like, I walked in the class and I sat down next to her, and it was like, damn, like that girl is fucking like if I could fucking if I'm thinking, with my balls and my dick, I'm like, God, that's the girl I want to bang, right? But um, like, I don't know, there was this weird connection that when I first saw her, I was like, man, I really want to like get to know that girl better. And I don't know, for some reason, me being the idiot that I am, when I met her, I was like, she was like, oh, who are you? I was like, oh, my name's Ben and I play lacrosse. Like, that was my first thing. If you guys don't know, I play college lacrosse. Um, and that was like the first thing I told her. And so she kind of judged me on that, obviously. But during registration and stuff that first day, I got to know her a little bit. We talked, and then I ended up getting her phone number. And for like the rest of the summer, well, I ended up getting her Facebook, right? And her and I talked over Facebook, and she had a boyfriend at the time, but not really a boyfriend, like somebody she was like a significant other, some would say. And so she was like kind of talking to this guy at the time, but like honestly, I didn't give a shit. Like I was like, whatever, fuck it. And so I had gotten her Facebook, and then like her and I like talked a little bit, and I was like, it was really nice meeting you on your student day. Is there any chance like I could get your phone number, like we could text and whatnot? And she gave me her phone number, and we started texting. And at the time I was working at a custom cabinetry, custom like furniture kind of place, and I was making doing woodworking and stuff like that. It was a wood mill. Yeah, that's what it's called. It was a wood mill, and we made custom furniture and what stuff like that. And so at lunchtime, I would always like go out to my car and eat my lunch, and I would always text her during lunchtime and let her know like how my day was going and whatnot. And her and I started communicating a lot, and we started talking and talking and talking, and it kind of got that started to get that vibe that it was like this is like a girl that I like really like. And her and I got to know each other pretty well actually before we actually like started hanging out physically. And so that goes on throughout the summer, and we get to school, right? We do move-in day, whatnot, and that first night of school that I was there, I was hanging out with all the new like freshman lacrosse players I had just met. We were being bros and whatnot. Went out, got somebody to buy us alcohol, get a little drunk. And this was during orientation, and she came. I invited her and her friends over, and they came and hung out, and that night, we started drinking, and at one point, towards the end of the night, she was, sitting on my lap in my room, and we were just talking, and obviously my interest was she was really hot. She is really hot, and my interest was, sex, right? Obviously, right? Like anybody else that gets like intoxicated, the first thing that comes to your mind is not, oh my God, I'm gonna fall in love with this person. It's sex, right? Yeah, anybody's like that, and but there was something different with her, and it was like obviously that thrill of the chase was there because she had somebody else that like she kind of liked, but I like really liked her, and I think she really had she had these like kind of like weird feelings for me, but she didn't know how to feel about me because of her other quote unquote relationship. But something clicked that night that I honestly I will never forget, like to this day. And so like things started to go throughout the semester, and the first time I didn't kiss her that night. That was like she just sat on my lap and we talked, and that was it. And she was in my calculus class at it was at 1:20 in the afternoon, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And a couple weeks into school, she her and I had been talking, and I kept copying her homework because I never did my homework for calculus class because I took calc in high school, and I never wanted to like freaking do the homework for some reason. And I invited her back to my house one day, my room one day, and she came over, and we were sitting there talking, and I ended up like kissing her. And she fucking freaked out, right? Like she just absolutely freaked out, and like I kissed her, and then she left, and like things were really weird. Like she wouldn't text me. Like she completely like freaked out about the situation. I'm gonna keep going even though the gameplay's over. I might put something else over this. Completely freaked out, right? Actually, you know what I'm gonna put over this? It's a 53-0 or 55-0 TDM on raid. Because I need to finish this part, and then we'll get to part 2. Will be in another video. but yeah, so she completely like freaks out for some reason. Her and I, we just made out, like that was it, and completely like freaks out. And that night she ended up, I don't know what it was, but she was like really, like I said, she freaked out, and she ended up hooking up with one of the other lacrosse players, um, and like that was probably like the first time in our relationship that I realized that I cared about her so much, because like what happened between us, and then for her to go do that, it hurt me so much. It was killer. I was so angry. I was frustrated, and I didn't understand what the hell was going through her head, and she wouldn't tell me what was going through her head, because that was her. She wasn't a big communicator. She wasn't somebody who spoke their feelings a lot like I do, and which kind of, she was obviously the polar opposite of what I was. And I was so pissed. Like, I can't even explain how angry I was that she had. And this kid was a complete fucking scumbag too. Like, he's such a fucking douche. And so she like ended up hooking up with him, right? And I found out about it, and I was pissed, man. And for weeks, her and I, went back and forth, just texting each other, and I was giving her shit, she was giving me shit. That she wasn't, that I had pressed her into this, and that she wasn't ready for it. And I was like, if you weren't ready for it, then why did you then go and hook up with somebody that night? She was like, oh, I was stressed, I was freaked out, blah 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 blah. And we didn't like communicate. She had hurt me so much, and I had lost so much trust for her, that at that point in time, like, I thought like nothing was possible. But I knew like there was this weird feeling that like in my heart I knew that she was like this girl that I really wanted to spend, not necessarily the rest of my life with. That comes later, but I knew that there was something there that I didn't have with anybody else. And so I guess I'm gonna leave it at that. Like, I'm gonna leave you guys kind of hanging on this part. So she ended up hooking up with one of my buddies, not really a buddy of mine, one of the other lacrosse players, and it hurt me a lot. That was, it may not seem like this is something that would hurt somebody a ton, but that was the first point in our relationship that I lost trust for her. And to this day, throughout our entire 3-4 year relationship, I have thought about that moment and why she did what she did, and it's still frustrating. It still pisses me off to this day, because that was the I guess turning point that started distrust in our relationship. And that is what ended up being one of the major downfalls of our relationship. No matter how long it went, it was trust. And like I said, like that was that point that started it all. So I guess in the next video I'm gonna talk about how things started going throughout the end of freshman year, going into sophomore year, and junior year, because sophomore year and junior year kind of blend together fairly well. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of this this little series I'm gonna do. It's probably gonna be a 4 or 5 part thing, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll talk to you later. Peace.